Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story, another crazy story. So sad, so unfortunate. 24 years old. They said a young man who's 24 years old have been charged. He was charged with unaliving his girlfriend. Imagine that. He's so brutal. He's so violent. Believe it or not, that's why jail was created. Jail was created for individuals just like this, believe it or not.
And is in jail right now, charged with murder in a gruesome and really shocking crime. Police say he told them he shot his girlfriend and then buried her in the backyard. WDSU reporter Jasmine Franklin is live on Maroney Street, where all of this happened, Jasmine. And you also have a look with what we're learning tonight from neighbors right there.
Yeah, Elizabeth, neighbors tell me they are feeling shocked and devastated after learning a woman was allegedly killed by her boyfriend here. NOPD says human remains were found in the backyard of this home on Maroney Street. On Saturday, police discovered human remains during a search after the victim's boyfriend admitted to shooting his girlfriend, according to NOPD. Family members identifying the victim as 24-year-old Essence Peters. Police responded to the scene Saturday evening around 5 p.m. Now, when officers arrived, they say a man who claims to be Essence's boyfriend admitted to shooting his girlfriend and burying her in the backyard. Police arrested 24-year-old Benjamin Camp. He is facing a second-degree murder charge. Neighbors telling me they are heartbroken to hear about the tragic loss.
That was shocking.
That's so shocking and so unnecessary. RIP to that young lady right there. This young man, 24 years old. He decided to throw it all away. I wonder why. But that's how it goes sometimes, though. These individuals, don't forget, they're so unproductive. All they believe in is violence, for whatever reason. But don't worry, they got him. He's locked up. I'm quite certain when he's locked up, he's going to regret everything he did. He's going to wish he could take it all back. I'm quite certain. I have no idea why he did what he did. But I'm quite certain he's going to tell a story to make him seem like, you know what, he's less of a monster than he really is. It's a terrible thing. These criminals are everywhere, unfortunately. Unfortunately, someone had to lose their lives in order to get another animal off the streets. It's a terrible thing, it really is. RIP to that young lady right there. Hopefully she gets the justice that she deserves. Hopefully this young man, in 24 years from now, when he's 48 years old, he's going to say, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Why did I throw my life away? I'm quite certain he will say it if he survives for that long. Imagine that. Imagine surviving for that long. But either way, he is where he is right now. Hopefully he doesn't get out. Another story. Police officer from out of the state of Rhode Island. You know what she decided to do? She decided to indulge in crime. So here we have another 24-year-old. Only this time around, this is a 24-year-old police officer. Her along with her 24-year-old boyfriend, they decide, you know what? I know you're a police officer and all, but you know what? Since I don't have a job, I need money. I need you to help me get some money. And she said, okay, I'll help you. I'm just talking, that's it. I'm assuming that's what happened. I could be wrong. But either way, she was 24 years old. They say she was being making about $72 a year annually. She just became a police officer about a year ago, making $72,000 a year. Imagine that. Imagine how much more she would have gotten paid after her raise the next year. Imagine that. But no, she don't want to wait for that raise. You know, she said, you know what? I want extra money. Imagine that. Imagine wanting extra money. Unfortunately, it's one of those things right there. Some people go out of their way to make money. Even though this young lady was a police officer, it didn't deter her from making bad decisions, breaking the law, participating in selling drugs and all these other type of stuff. No. Don't forget, she's 24 years old. Her boyfriend's 24 years old too. Most likely she's been with him for a while. He haven't had a job for so long, but he want to pay bills. I mean, was he paying bills? Imagine that. Imagine that. I don't know. But either way, she decided to help him out, they saying. So, instead of going to work, basically she had two jobs. She had a side job, but the side job was illegal. But they caught her. And, she's no longer a police officer. Was it worth it? I don't know. Something about these individuals when they're 24 years old, I'm just talking. They want to participate in crimes, I'm just talking. But either way, they got her. I mean, was it worth it? Maybe. But I don't know. So that's what's going on with this young lady right here. She got arrested in a drug raid. When she got arrested, they were like, we know you. I'm just talking. So that's what's going on. As you can see, these criminals, they come in all shapes and forms. Imagine that. Imagine that. Guess doesn't matter if you have a good career, you can still be a criminal on the side. Imagine being a criminal on the side. I never thought about that until right now. You know what? Matter of fact, no. They said Tookie Williams was like that. They said Tookie Williams, he was a good boy. Yeah, they said Stanley Tookie Williams was like that too. Imagine that. They said he was a good boy during the daytime, and at nights, he was a notorious gang leader. So I guess, you know what? It's just one of those things right there. It's one of those things right there. But you know what happened to Tookie? They say he went into prison, and they said he never made it out. Imagine that. Imagine going somewhere and never making it out. Tookie set the trend for a whole lot of these up-and-coming Crip gang members who go to prison and never make it out. As you can see, these criminals, they come in all different shapes and sizes. As I said, I don't know a lot. Only thing I do know is crime don't pay. R.I.P. to that young lady right there. Hopefully that police officer woman say, you know what? I'm going to stop talking to individuals who don't have jobs. Imagine that. I'm going to stop talking to criminals. If her boyfriend was, I'm just talking, wasn't a criminal, she probably wouldn't have to go through what she's going through right now. If Tookie Williams decided to be a good boy all day long, he wouldn't have to worry about what he went through. I mean, one of those things right there, though. But like what I said, they said that's what they made jails for, prisons for individuals like these individuals, unfortunately.